Hello, hello, and welcome to Art Snack. Art Snack is when we take a short break from our hectic day just to talk about art. My name is Jennylynd James, and I'm an artist based in Toronto, Canada. And with me today, all the way from Barbados, is Sade Payne. Hello, Sade.
Hi, how are you?
Thank you so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you as well for having me.
Well, Sade, tell me how you got started. When did you start painting and what do you like to paint? Give me your story.
Well, basically, you can say that I love the ocean. I'm obsessed with the ocean. So my work, all of my work, the majority is centered around the ocean,
Okay.
especially the sea. So basically, I was always a creative person from as young as I can remember. I guess it was because of the paintings displayed in my house by my dad. I was
Okay.
inspired by these paintings that was on the wall. So
Yes.
every time he bought in markers and stuff for me to play with, but I was still going in fear with his professional art equipment. I messed
Oh.
with it. No matter how hard he tried to hide it, I still found them. They
Oh,
get
so
to the
your
point,
father painted as well.
yeah. So my dad, his work is more neater, I would say, than mine. As in more have this architectural feeling, and like when he painted stuff like showing back how life was in the older days. I was
Yes.
jack of houses and stuff. So sometimes when we were killing time or spending time together, we would just like draw and compete, a friendly little competition. And
Oh, okay.
yeah, like a little bets on like I could get this door right, but just for fun. But when I went into secondary school, honestly, I didn't really see myself continuing art as a career. I had done it as a CXC. And then I just decided to go community college and I did the associate degree. But then I came out and I decided to continue it on my own. So I consider myself largely self-taught as and because I don't really follow rules.
Okay.
So
And why
that's
should you?
I mean, I don't like boring. I'm an
Yes.
energetic person. That's my art. I name my business energetic art. So
Energetic arts. Okay.
yes, please. So basically, I always have my own style, but I find that college kind of restricts you and like trying to keep you in a box or more want you into
Right.
this contemporary art. But for me, art wasn't only just a hobby, but it's my passion and
Yes.
something. It's a part of me. It's my identity. Actually, I would say that art has given me a voice to be
Right.
limitless and raw, no longer be afraid to be who I am. So I always had like painting the ocean, but at that time, I didn't fully get my style there. So I started watching YouTube tutorials, using my social media like Facebook. I added every single artist I could find in Barbados. I made connections, I joined art groups and stuff. I interacted with different artists.
Yes.
And because of that interaction, it also landed me opportunities to get exposure and learn about the arts world and the business.
Okay.
So like I founded Mr. Anderson Pilgrim, the creative director of CAFA, Caribbean Fine Art Fair.
Okay.
And I worked as a production intern in 2016 because I found him in late 2015. And he was like, how he said, I have an opportunity. How would you like to participate in CAF as a production intern? You get exposure to meet artists and you learn about the business. Where I was like, sure. So at that time too, when I was doing this, I was also doing extra studies for 3 more subjects. So my dad was like, you cannot focus so much on art. You have those two CXCs there to pass. But like, Dad, I don't really, I want to do this art.
You want to
So
paint, right?
yeah, so I honestly, when I went through CAF, I would say that opened a lot of doors for me. I'm nervous.
Yes.
Sorry if I sound like I stuttering.
That's okay. You're doing very well.
So I met two of my greatest mentors that they're actually brothers. They're Dominican brother artists, Sadra and Gavin Burton. Like we
Oh, okay.
yeah, they took me under their wing immediately. Like we clicked immediately. I actually call them my art brothers. So like
Okay.
yeah, we stay connection. Like they also push me up my comfort zone. Like yeah, so because Sadra and Garen have these unique styles and they're energetic, and so some of that energy rub off on me. Like They will say use what you have. Like sometimes they have a little pencil not very near using it. Like, okay. Okay.
Well, sis, I love the stories. Now, please show us some of your art. I'm seeing some beautiful work behind you. So
Okay,
go
so
close to it. Go close to the art,
what should I
and
put
let's
on?
see what you have. Yes. So where is this?
Well, this painting is inspired by my last visit to the Animal Flower Cave in Barbados.
Okay.
Yeah, so inside the cave, when you go way down, deep down, there's like kind of like a drop in where you're overlooking the cliff and the water. So I took a photo, and this is my interpretation of my photo. So basically, like this is the cave rock that forms over,
Yes.
and this is inside of the cave, the other cave rock at the bottom, and then you're looking out towards the big open sea and the sky. So that time it was the evening. Now, me being a person that love a lot of blues, I decided to make it a little bit more bluey, and I didn't want it to be realistic, so I decided to add an impressionistic touch to it.
Yes.
Most of my work now I use mostly palette knives. So the majority of this painting is done with palette knives, and it's a
Okay.
palette, and it's heavily textured. So I do a lot of layers. So I will
Yes.
like apply paint, let it dry, come back again, and I build until I get the subject correct.
Okay. So show us another work, please. Beautiful.
Okay, but it's at the side. So this piece,
Yes. Where was that taken? It was from a photograph as well?
yes, please, from a Facebook friend of mine, Nicholas Ward. He's a photographer, so I had
Yes.
permission to paint from his lovely photography and my own style. So this
Yes.
painting is inspired by his photographic piece, Sunrise at Culpeper Island.
Oh.
So yeah, so again, I painted this in my own style. It was honestly, it was very hard for me because it was kind of a different perspective. And rock, I'm now learning how to do rock. So trying to get the rock do and create the depth and knowing where the light and shade is coming from was quite a challenge. But I was like, I want to get this painting.
Yes, yes. It's a wonderful piece of work. Let's see another one. Thank you.
Okay. So my work.
Ooh, that's a wave now.
Yes, I also one of my favorite things about painting the sea is waves. I don't want to be a typical artist just painting boats and like a sea with coconut trees. So I like to go deeper, and I love the waves. I love to see the movement. I love to see different blues
Yes.
and stuff. So again, this is with palette knives.
Okay.
It's basically a lot of layers. So it's thick. The camera does no justice.
Yes.
It's actually took me like 3-4 weeks because like sometimes my work never remains the same when I start it. It all depends on my mood. So if today I'm in a happy mood, it will be looking like this.
Yes.
And then tomorrow, depending on how I feel, it may darker and go lighter. Like my art is my
fluid.
reflection of my personality. Yeah.
Okay, and let's look at the last piece now.
All right, and this is
another wave.
Yeah, sometimes I like to create like things that go as a set in case people want to put them in there, like villas and stuff.
Yes.
Condos and stuff. Sometimes people may want a set. So I try to like create different sizes and where you can hang them together or different parts of the house to keep that energy and theme flowing. Because I don't believe a painting should stand by itself. I don't believe that to have a twin. So
okay, well, that's all we have time for now. So, Sade, please tell us tell the viewers how we can see more of your work. You can sit in front here. Tell us how we can find your work.
Okay, you could find my work on Instagram as Art by Sade 246. Also on Facebook as Energetic Arts.
Energetic Arts, okay.
Yeah. ENERGETICARTZ. You can also visit my website, energeticarts@wix.com. And also you could just if you're in Barbados, I currently still have my solo exhibition at the Drift going on. It actually finishes Saturday this week. but you can visit the Drift Joint business hours from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. I have an ocean team exhibition going on there. So there's a lot of oceanscapes and few marine life pieces there as well.
Okay, wonderful. So I'm going to put all the social media handles right here on the screen so the viewers can see how to find your art. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you as well for having me.
Yes, so again, join us another day for another art snack when we have a surprise guest for you to see. You can also find my work at jennylyndjames.com/art and on Facebook and Instagram at Art by Jennylynd James. That's Art by Jennylynd James. Thank you so much for joining us on Art Snack.
Okay.